1 seed. They had 6 games remaining. As it turned out, they were 4-2 in those games, but absolutely dominated in the Big Ten semis by Minnesota, and they fell to a 4 seed. You worry about offense. You don't from him necessarily. He's going to produce points. He's going to pass the ball for assists. He runs the offense great from his position. But they need better perimeter scoring. They are being coached to be more aggressive, but still be very efficient. Make sure you take high-quality shots, but be more aggressive. Caleb Foster is probably the best example of that. He's taken roughly 100 fewer three-pointers than his teammate Isaiah Evans. Isaiah is a very streaky three-point shooter, can go for 20 on any night, but that is an issue when Foster is taking 100 fewer threes than a player who's shooting a lesser percentage than he is. Foster has to be more aggressive. If that happens, Duke has a great chance to get back to the Final Four.
They are a young team, but they play with great maturity. Mike, as always, thank you. We'll see you again next week. Eric Daly Jr. has been a key contributor for UCLA the past 2 seasons, but his road to Westwood was anything but typical. And through it all, his biggest influences were right there with him.
From UCLA, Eric Daly, young man from Florida.
Great competitor, a lot of effort every time he's on the floor.
I'm more of a do whatever it takes guy. I'm just a versatile player, 1 through 5. I can play any position.
E-Day, that's my dog. Eric Daly's like my big bro. He's definitely intense in terms of just like his leadership. He's a very vocal leader, and he gets everybody riled up before the games.
You're just seeing a little bit of what's in his bag. He can do absolutely everything out there on the floor.
Eric's great, brings a lot of energy, physical, can mix it up on both ends.
Finishes hard.
Oh, dude, get E-Day going downhill. He's one of the best at finishing around the rim.
This is becoming the Eric Daly show.
Hello, my name's Eric Daly. I'm 14 years old, and I play for CB Central Madrid.
I played in Spain, I played in Hungary, played in Hong Kong. A lot of players over there are really not athletic like we are in the U.S., but they know how to move the ball, they know how to play off the ball, they know rotation, so your IQ has to be high to know the plays going on. And that's really where I learned my versatility from.
Don't settle if you're Eric Daly. Oh, my goodness.
Tonight is his night.
My mom coached, dad played. We always talk basketball. Basketball is what we eat, drink, sleep. So my life is basketball. We really had nothing else to talk about.
For all you young fellas trying to go play professional basketball overseas, you better learn how to cook. I done beef tips tasting home, boy.
My dad, he's kind of like the engine of the whole thing. He got me, playing basketball young, like 2, 3 years old. That was the only sport I played. This whole thing has been development. Get as good as you can until you advance to that next level. My whole thing has been just get better each day, each year.
Daly gets a step, got all the way home. Our guy, Daly's just going after it.
My dad would show me the skills on court, and my mom would show me reads and actions that she sees from her point of view. So my work ethic came from my mom and dad pushing me.
You can just see how much that young man loves basketball.
He mixes it up. Great competitor.
I understood that at a young age that for me to be, amongst the greats, you gotta work hard. That's always been my motto.
Daly and UCLA on the road at Minnesota Saturday, 2 Eastern, live on FS1.
Coming up on Big Time Hoops, Ohio native Devin Royal carries on the Buckeyes' homegrown tradition.
It feels amazing having everybody around me, being there for me, pushing me. It feels great to play in front of them.
Plus, Villanova's Bryce Lindsey shares how a devastating loss shaped the player and person he's become.
Her still getting up every day with a smile on her face. I knew I could get through it. I'm strong.
When Big Time Hoops returns.
The NASCAR Cup Series heads to Atlanta, where the peaches are sweet and donuts are sweeter. Expecting Southern hospitality? Bless your heart. Way to go! Coverage begins today at 2 Eastern on Fox.
Son?
A little bit too close to magic.
Put me in magic.
Do you invite the whole league?
Are you ready to kick it?
I'm ready to kick it.
Freeze doesn't look ready to me.
I'm ready to kick it.
See you there.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah. Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Alvarez? Who's Alvarez?
Corporal Alvarez.
Corporal Alvarez. Well done. Thank you, sir.
We're gathered here today to join Ben and Zoe in holy matrimony. Do you both recognize the importance of having life insurance, like the Gerber Life Insurance Family Plan, to financially protect each other in case something unpredictable happens?
Unpredictable?
And if you have kids, you can easily cover them on the same policy. Ben, Zoe, do you promise to apply online before the reception even begins?
We do.
Good answer. Gerber Life's family plan. Get a free quote today at gerberlife.com.
Okay, $1 million deal on the line. You got this. Recaps and sales meeting insights from all my team's calls? Otter AI. It's you who is man's best friend.
Otter, the AI meeting agent.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades. Elevated design for thoughtful living. Thuma.
The 2026 Big East Tournament tips off March 11th, live from Madison Square Garden. You can catch all the action on Peacock, FS1, and Fox. The championship game Saturday the 14th, live on Fox. Facing tragedy, that is one thing. Turning it into fuel, that's another. For Villanova guard Bryce Lindsay, that's been the story of the last 4 years of his life, transforming devastating loss into inspiration.
I watched my mother fight brain cancer for 10 plus years. Just seeing her fight through that and her still getting up every day with a smile on her face. I knew I could get through it. I'm strong. She was the anchor to the family. She held everything together. So with her passing away, I felt that leave family a little bit. It was tough, very, very tough. Me being at the age I am, fighting all this adversity, praying every day, just believing in God and what He had for me in the future. 'Cause I'm a little unsteady.
Bryce Lindsay's an amazing story. His mom, Takesha, passed away. He said everything in his life, it's about resilience and honoring mom.
If you get to know Bryce and see how good of a kid he is, you can see the influences that his mom had, and you can see that he's just a genuinely good person, and he wants good things for everybody.
Even to be at a school like this and being a top scorer without any of the stuff that he's been through, that's insane.
That's incredibly impressive for a young man losing his mother and using it as an inspiration to fuel him for the rest of his career and his life.
I know his mom is looking down, super happy that he's doing what he's doing. So, I'm proud of him, and I know she is too. She was one of the reasons why I was playing basketball, because I was seeing her fighting, that battle that she was fighting. It encouraged me a lot to just keep doing what I'm doing.
Deep three by Lindsay. Cash! Lindsay unconscious right now.
Everything happens for a reason, and I strongly believe that. I feel like she would have the biggest smile on her face right now. And she would just tell me to keep going.
Casey rejoins us right now. Moms, they may be gone, but they never leave.
Yeah, I have a lot of sympathy for Bryce. I lost my mother, Becky, to cancer way back in 2003, Rob, and it was devastating at the time. She was only 53 years old. I was a rookie in the NBA, and I dedicated the rest of my basketball career to her, just like Bryce. Let's remember that Bryce Lindsey is only a sophomore. He's got a lot of basketball ahead of him, and as I know, you and I look forward to watching his career progress, and as he does it, he's going to have his mom right here.
Good motivating force for the young man going forward. Forward Devin Royal understands what it means to represent Ohio. The former Mr. Basketball in the state is leading the Buckeyes while giving back to the community that raised him, because at Ohio State, success has always started close to home.
When you look at the history of Ohio State basketball, the core of the roster during its peaks is Ohio guys.
Jerry Lucas proved to be a dangerous shooter.
22 for Michael Red.
Oh, now that was something there.
It was Jim Jackson who was the star.
And Havlicek gets the bucket.
Jared Solinger with the big money shot.
We always want to have a Ohio presence on our roster.
Congratulations to Pickerington Central's Devin Royal, who was named Mr. Basketball today in the state of Ohio.
It means a lot, man. It just shows, the work I put in through high school. The team I had is great. We won a state, so it's just amazing to have that. It's a great compliment.
Next year, Devin Royal will play college basketball for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I just chose here because we're a family.
Devin being from the Columbus area and growing up a Buckeye fan and understanding the history of the program, all that stuff is really valuable in today's landscape where you may not have players in your program for 3 and 4 years.
Devin Royal, just a monster night. He's been outstanding, and Jake D were sharing a nice moment with this talented forward.
He's been recruiting me since sophomore year of high school, so he just showing a lot of trust and love. I really have love for him, and he's a great guy, so I love to play for him.
To have a guy who's from here who bleeds scarlet and gray, it's really important for us.
What's up, y'all? I'm Devin Royal. We here at, Heritage Elementary, back in the old days, Pickerington days when I used to play over here. We about to just give away some book bags, some pizza. We got everything, so it should be a good time. Pickerington always loved me, helped me out through my journey here in high school and everything, so I just want to give back, give the kids some hope, some joy, coming back to school.
Devin is the best basketball player there is.
Man, we about to gift my old high school some new jerseys, man, away and home. We're going to celebrate with my guys.
I just like giving back. It means a lot. I just want to invest a little bit and give them some new jerseys. They loved it. They loved it.
And the crowd is loving the night of Devin Royal.
It feels amazing having everybody around me, being there for me, pushing me. It feels great just to play in front of them.
Coming up next on Big Time Hoops, we'll take you around the country and inside the huddle with the best of all access from the past week.
We're playing soft on defense. They're ramping up the physicality. We have to have an offensive toughness to us, and we'll get fouled.
Old Spice gentlemen. Guess I've always been a gentleman.
DJ?
Son, what's going on in there?
I'll be out in a few.
Hours.
When you don't use Bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster. It turns clothes into static magnets for your hair. Use Bounce to stop it.
Uh-oh.
If you want static-resistant clothes...
My taxes pay for these roads. What I get back goes to my family. That's where Straight Talk Wireless comes in. Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started back in 2009. And they always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Ooh, straightforward prices.
And no potholes.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. And now plans starting at just $25 a month.
Out here, we work hard for the things that matter. Our property, our animals, getting more out of every day. Out here, the hard work you put in pays you back over and over. Because there's no better feeling than making time for what matters most. And knowing this life out here is yours. Tractor Supply for life out here.
Lemons. Football season's over. Oh, come on, buddy. You still got basketball, hockey, baseball, soccer, racing, tennis, and awards.
Ooh,
That's my favorite season.
We should have a watch party.
Jim Beam and lemonade, best enjoyed together.
I tried everything from my stubborn dandruff, and then I found Nizoral. It works differently to get to the root cause of dandruff. Its active ingredient is 10 times more effective at fighting fungus, the primary cause of dandruff. Say goodbye to stubborn dandruff with Nizoral, now available in a shampoo plus conditioner.
Chicken Al Pastor is back at Chipotle, where fire meets flavor, where heat meets pineapple sweet, where chicken meets the sizzle of the grill, and where fans meet their favorite. Chicken Al Pastor, where fire meets flavor.
The one-of-a-kind joy of Kellogg's cereal and ice-cold milk.
So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know.
Being a business owner takes hard work and a whole lot of miles. We chose the Capital One Venture X business card. We earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. And with big purchasing power, we can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
The king is back. The college basketball crown postseason tournament. It's year number 2. 8 teams from the top conferences put it all on the line live from Vegas exclusively on Fox and FS1. You can buy tickets now in the Vivid Seats app or at vividseats.com.
We're in a scramble situation. You just got to talk and scramble, put out the fire, and then we can get back in our two.
Big time response from the Gophers after that last time out.
Everybody straight up and down. Not one guy has bent their knees and got athletic. We're just straight up and down. Everybody on the perimeter, everywhere.
We got to be way more physical on both sides of the ball. They're just being more physical and more alert.
Lewis to the basket, plus the foul. And a much-needed lift for Georgetown.
They're ramping up the physicality. We have to have an offensive toughness to us, and we'll get fouled.
Pace, pace, pace. That's got to be Xavier's thought.
The biggest issue is we're playing soft on defense. Hands are soft. They're popping the ball anywhere.
And that is just energy and physicality for Villanova.
So we heard a lot of head coaches talking right there. Brings up a question. Which head coach would you want your kid to play for?
I want my kid to play for Dan Hurley.
Yeah.
I love the toughness factor. Okay, how hard he is on his players, but he's teaching them the game at a high level. I love the stuff that he runs offensively, and I think his players, if you stay with Dan Hurley and that program long enough, they continually get better, and then he produces pros, and that's where I want my son to be.
I don't have a son. I have a bunch of daughters. But if I did have a son, I don't think he'd be tough enough to play for Dan Hurley. He'd be a bucket getter, right? He would be a bucket getter. So I'm going to send him to Spokane to play for Mark Few and the Gonzaga Bulldogs. They run a 5-out motion offense. They like to shoot the 3. And, you know, little Casey Jr., he'd be long.
Okay, all right. Well, hold on. If you needed to send your daughter somewhere to play collegiate.
I'd like her to be good enough to play for Gina.
Yeah.
I would
absolutely. There you go.
Like
Off to Stores, Connecticut you go.
Let's go.
I also know a head coach I'd love my neighbor's kid to play for. That is a completely different conversation and question.
Maybe Mick Cronin?
Maybe. Thanks for watching Big Time Hoops. We'll see you again next week.
Well, a major Northeaster is about to roll into Stores, Connecticut, and the entire Northeast later today. But despite the inclement weather, many students slept outside Pauley Gamble Pavilion. And inside Gamble, the energy is off the charts. The #1 team in all the land, the UConn Huskies, getting set to face off against the Providence Friars. Senior day here. And the building is packed to the rafters. So great to have you with us here on FS1. Gary Apple alongside Megan Como. UConn comes in 28-0 on the season. They are just rolling for Providence to pull an upset today. They've got to contain the 2 best players on the floor for UConn. That's AZ Fudd and Sarah Strong.
Yeah, when you talk about AZ Fudd, I mean, this is a kid who's had quite a journey here. Came into UConn as the #1 player out of high school, had all kinds of injuries and bumps in her road. But I tell you what, there's nobody somebody that works harder. She is fastidious in her preparation. The kid lives in the gym. She eats well. She gets her rest. She's now healthy and confident and playing the best basketball of her career.
She is indeed averaging about 23 points a game over the course of her last 6 games. Let's get a look at the lineups here. They are presented by Jeep. And again, it is senior day here at UConn, and both Caroline Ducharme and Ayanna Patterson not normally in the starting lineup for UConn. They do get the start today. And then Sabu Gay, she is the offense for Providence. She is instant offense and fearless out there on the court for the Friars. There's Erin Bath, 3rd season on the Providence bench. She is really done a terrific job with this team, has them back to 14-14 on the season. And then on the other bench, it's the Hall of Famer, Gino Auriemma, 41 years on the job at Connecticut, a dozen national championships, 24 appearances in the Final Four. The man has rewritten the record books, Meg, when it comes to college basketball.
And it looks like he's working the refs early for some calls. What's he doing? That's experience right there.
Here we go. We're off and going. Tom Donaher, Ryan Durham, and Adrienne Gilmore-Nichols are officials here today. And there is KK Arnold wearing the mask, the protective mask. She broke her nose in practice a couple of weeks ago, and she didn't wear it last time out against Villanova, but she does have it on today.
You know, sometimes that's more of a mental thing than a physical thing, and I think she feels better with it on.
Well, Providence, they've won 4 straight conference games for the first time in 30 years. This is Orla Gormley with the basketball. Sabu Gay, mid-range, knocks it down. First bucket of the game, and Providence has the 2-0 lead.
And that's Sabu Gay's game. I mean, she can score off the dribble. She's not going to beat you from three-point land so much, but she can get to the rim and pull up.
Sarah Williams from the foul line. There's Patterson inside the offensive rebound, and a foul whistled inside.
Well, Sabu Gay is dangerous, and Fudd was just a little bit too far off of her. That shows you the respect that they give Gay because she is so explosive. And Fudd has worked really hard defensively, but Gay doesn't need a lot of room. She'll make you pay.
Well, Patterson makes the first and misses the second, and it's taken out of there by Peyton Dunbar. Providence coming off a win on Wednesday night over DePaul. They ran out to a big lead in that game and then held on at the end.